What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, guys?
What up?
Feeling cool today. Feeling pretty
golfing?
cool. Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
I'll golf with you. I'll golf with you.
I'm pretty
suck,
pretty
but I'll
good
golf with
golfer. It's no big deal.
I doubt that.
I don't want to brag, but I got a
highly
bogey
doubt
one
that.
time.
Ooh.
Guys, also joining us today is a very special guest, James Coe. James, thank you so much for coming on with us today. For those of you that do not know James, one, what are you doing? Do you live under a rock? But James is an award-winning on-air personality for DirecTV's Fantasy Zone over there. And you can find him on YouTube right there. You see it below his beautiful face at James D. Coe. James, thank you so much for coming on with us today, my man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys having me back on.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I believe we played some Fantasy Fortune last time you were here, and today we're going to be playing some Fantasy Jeopardy. So you get a taste of another one of our games today.
Perfect, man. Looking forward to it.
Let's do it, guys.
Did you win the last time, James? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
We're going to go with yes to drum up the drama.
We're going to say yes to you.
You're here defending your Front Yard Fantasy title is what we're going to go with.
Exactly. Love it.
Man, side note, I love that sweatshirt. I'm a sucker for some space on a sweatshirt. That's awesome.
Some space on a sweatshirt.
There was this random side note. There was a guy who worked at one of the dining halls in Clemson at Harcum, RIP. That dining hall is now gone. But every time my roommate had a space shirt, and every time he wore it in there, this guy without fail would find him and just scream, "Space Rocket Man!" and then keep on walking. Like just every time he saw him wearing that shirt.
Wow, that is so random.
How many times was he wearing the shirt?
I mean, quite a lot. Honestly, he probably should have gotten a couple new shirts. We got Craig in here. What's up, Craig? Good day,
Craig.
FYF. And remember, except in dreams, you're never really free. Craig, what the hell?
Dreams.
It's Wednesday. That's brutal. We got Sully in here. Happy hump day, FYF. Happy hump day to you as well. And Sean, welcome in. What's up, Albert? Glad to have you here. And Brady saying, what is Go Tigers? Yeah, you got it down. Go Tigers, indeed, Brady. And J-Wall with our inspirational quote for the day, making up for Craig, says, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is reality." So, guys, today we are going to all dream about Fantasy Jeopardy and make that a reality. Before we get started, though, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our guest, James, on Twitter, go and remedy that right now. He's on Twitter at James D. Coe. It is the same as his YouTube name right there below his face. And then while you're here watching this video, make sure you do it in a new tab. Don't close out on us. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel as well at James D. Coe. Then, guys, while you're watching this, that means you're already on our Twitch or YouTube channels. If you're on YouTube, smash that like button on this video and make sure to subscribe to Front Yard Fantasy. And on Twitch, hit that follow button. It is the easiest way to show your support for what we're doing over here. And Josh didn't have to adopt any puppies yesterday because we didn't hit that 1,000 mark. So, guys, remember, for every 1,000 subscribers, Josh adopts another dog. Is the deal over here.
Absolutely.
A whole puppy, not a half puppy, a whole puppy.
Well, no, listen. It's a day-by-day thing. If we get 1,000 subscribers today, I will absolutely go adopt a puppy right now. So make it happen, guys. Make it happen.
There we go. Guys, before we get started with our game of Jeopardy, I saw a question here that I wanted to address from Rendon asking us, could you see DJ Moore being elite with a good QB? James, we'll come to you first. What are your opinions on DJ Moore? Is this a potentially elite receiver for fantasy if that QB situation shores up?
I mean, if you think about what he did early part of the season before the passing game completely fell off for Carolina, he looked like a top 10 wide receiver all day long. So I guess what are we talking about when we're talking about elite? Are we talking top 5, top 10? Top 10, no doubt. I mean, no doubt. Now, if we're starting to move up the ranks and start talking top 5, man, a lot of things had to change, right? I liked the usage last year. They mixed him up. They gave him some more deep shots last year, especially early on, which is great. But it almost feels as if they forgot about some of the quick game for DJ Moore last year. So he's got to be able to rack some of that up too. And then obviously quarterback play and the offense, the offensive line needs to be able to hold up, right? So, there are some external factors that are beyond DJ Moore's control that needs to get shored up. But I do think from just an ability standpoint, I think he's there. I think he is right there in terms of top 10, top 12.
I'm right there with you. Full agree. I've always been a huge believer in DJ Moore's talent, and it's just been sad to watch. watch the situation kind of dissolve around him. But I'm in full agreement there. Josh, Jay, either of you guys disagree? You think DJ Moore's maybe capped out before that top 10 tier?
No, I completely agree with James. I was very impressed with what I saw this past year, even though it wasn't fantasy production. He was able to really amass a ridiculous total targets this past season and just target share on the team. So I'm with James. They get a few, they start putting the pieces together, get O-line in place, a decent quarterback. DJ Moore is going to be it's going to have a massive jump up.
I agree with you. And Jay said, such a DJ Moore fan, his jersey is on your floor, Simon. Yeah, only my favorite players get a jersey on the floor.
Yep.
I'd never know how to glean the right way. One day it'll go up on the wall. Maybe one day. Guys, like I said before, we brought James on here today to play some fantasy football Jeopardy. Josh is going to be running the game for us. Before I hand it off to him, I will explain how this game works. So before the show, Josh created a whole board of questions for us. Most of these are going to be NFL or fantasy related questions. Now, this is just like the show Jeopardy, but with a couple small changes. Number one, we're not going to be buzzing in. We're going to be going in a turn order. And it looks like that order is going to be James, Simon, JL. So James, you'll be going first. I'll be going second, and JL will be going third in this order today. Besides that, the other small changes, there are no negatives if you get a question wrong, only positives if you get your question right. So we're not subtracting money from your total. You don't have to answer in the form of a question. You don't have to say what is. You can just answer our questions. We're not going to deduct points for you on that front. And then the third and final change, in regular Jeopardy, you kind of get an advantage if you get a question right. You get to pick the next question and category that shows up. So we've adapted that to our turn order Jeopardy. If you get your question right, you get to pick the category for the person that goes after you. So James, let's say you get free reign of the board on your first pick. You get this one right, and you think I'm horrible at digit decision. You could send my ass right over to digit decision, and I have to answer one of those questions. So that's the third rule change. We will go until this board is clear or we run out of time, and then there will be a final Jeopardy question. Now, this is the one question in the game where you can lose money. You will make a wager from 0 up to the total amount you earned throughout the game. That all comes down on that final question. You'll either add that to your total or subtract it. The person with the most money after Final Jeopardy is our Fantasy Jeopardy champion, and Josh will fax you the Bitcoin or mail you some Coles Cash, whichever you prefer.
Not today. I'm only giving away Dogecoin today. So.
Okay, it's Dogecoin.
Doge Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's Doge Day. Mm-hmm. Hey, that works for me. Yeah, if we could pump up some Dogecoin real quick, I'd be really happy.
I got you, bro. No worries.
We got Scott in here saying, I once met James in Vegas. He'll deny it, but it happened. Can you confirm or deny this?
Oh my God. Yes. No, I met Scott Fish and I actually sought him out. I was like, Scott, I'm a huge fan of what he does. I mean, when we're talking about fantasy and charity, it's like he is the godfather of it all, you know? So very appreciative of his support and definitely appreciate what he's doing in the space, man.
And Scott said he was either chatting with me and a couple other people or uppercutting nuns, one of the two. Tough to remember which. Do you remember which one it was?
Well, it was a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B, to be honest with you.
Scott joined in.
No, that's a funny image. Scott Fish just uppercutting some nuns. My apologies to any of the nuns watching. I know we have a large nun audience. We would never uppercut a nun. Josh, are you ready to get into this game?
I am. And just, a quick description of each category we have here. We have digit decision. There's going to be a set list of digits you have to choose from. Maybe it's player stats. Maybe it's receiving yards. Maybe we'll see. Huh? We have Battle for the North. We have pinned the AFC and the NFC North against each other for this category. Okay. Grab bag. This is general categories, guys. This could be anything. Not football related. Maybe it is.
This is when I said mostly NFL and fantasy related.
Okay.
We have horseshoes and hand grenades. The saying is, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And this category, all right? So you're going to be guessing numbers, and you got to be close. You don't have to be spot on. You just got to be close. And then there's statistic synthesis. This is a lot like player 1 plus player 2 equals player 3, but it's got a little bit more to it, all right? Okay. So it's statistics being combined together, and you got to determine which side's greater. Let's put it that way. All right.
We'll see how that goes.
Kind of makes sense. Any questions, James? You're the only one I care about here.
That's very
no,
true
sir.
statement.
I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's do this thing.
All right, perfect. So, James, guess what? You're going to be going up first, and you get the whole board as your pick. You can choose any category, any dollar amount. Keep in mind, the $500 questions are going to be a little bit tougher than the $100 questions.
I'm gonna go with horseshoes and hand grenades for $100.
All right, horseshoes and hand grenades. Let's get in there, James. James, within 5 touchdowns, tell me how many receiving touchdowns Jamar Chase had this past season. And by the way, Cooper Kupp led all wide receivers with 16 receiving touchdowns.
I'm gonna say 12.
You're gonna go with 12? You were going to say that Jamar Chase had 12 receiving touchdowns this past season. Let's see if that's within 5. It is. The actual answer is 13
Boom.
receiving touchdowns.
Nice.
You're 1 away. Great job. And we have a lot of guesses in the chat here, and every single person was within 5. Rob got it spot
Hey, there
on.
you
Good
go.
job, Solly. Scott, 11. Sean going with 13. Albert with 10. Thomas with 11. And Casey
with
with
all these-
14.
With all these smart people in the chat, that's a good reminder going forward. Make sure we are out of the chat. James, I know you didn't cheat on that when you had it locked
I
down,
did
but
not.
I will cheat on later ones if I'm in there. So I'm going to make sure I'm out.
Not on
of the
purpose.
chat.
It's just like you see it.
Right, I see it, and what am I going to do? Not say the right answer that Sully gave me? So I'll make sure I'm in the private chat.
All right. Well, Scott, he was going with 24% during our game yesterday, and it seems like he's just going to roll with 24 again today. I am sorry, Scott. That is incorrect. But one of these days, it's going to be spot on. I know it, man. I know it.
All right, so what do? I get to pick a topic, yeah?
Absolutely. So so our orders, you, Simon, then JL. So you get to pick JL's next category.
All right, let me pick statistics synthesis for 100. Let's see what this is all about.
All right. Statistics synthesis. JL, you get to pick the dollar amount you would like to go for.
Okay, let's go with 300.
He's going to go with 300. Statistics synthesis. JL, in terms of receiving yards, which is greater, Tyler Lockett plus Marquise Brown or Cooper Kupp from last season?
I'll go with Cooper Kupp.
You're going to go with Cooper Kupp?
Yep.
So you think that Cooper Kupp's receiving yards are greater than Tyler Lockett's combined with Marquise's Browns?
Marquise's Browns.
Wow. Let's see if you're correct. I'm sorry, JL. Tyler Lockett and Marquise Brown both had over 1,000 receiving yards, which puts them at 2,183 total. Cooper Kupp just under 2,000. Kind of close there, but hey,
Tyler Lockett always
The
gets
fact that you put two over 1,000-yard receivers together and Cooper Kupp still almost beat them is madness. Like that's
Right?
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Sorry, I meant I had the wrong order, but this is a perfect order. We like this order, guys. We like this order. All right, JL, that is not going to get you any points. And we are going to move on to Simon, but we did have some people in the chat. Way to blow it, JL. Good job. We did have people in the chat get it. Kaysen got it. Scott got it. Sorry, Sally. Sorry, Thomas. There was a lot of, and Sean's going with the combo there. So he also got it. Good job on that one. People in the chat, not
everybody
Jay,
else but me.
Yeah, everyone else. All right, Simon, we are coming to you, and the entire board's open to you.
And I never get to play this category because I always go after JL, and he purposefully avoids it. We're going grab bag for 300.
Oh,
All right, grab bag for 300. Let's see where this takes you, Simon. Which singer's real name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata? Yep, I said that right. Don't fact check me. Is it Lady Gaga, Lorde, or Rihanna?
Man, I should know this. This is like one of my top genres of music, like powerful female pop. That's like number 1 on my Spotify listen to last year, besides Reliant K. But I don't. I'll go with Lady Gaga.
Simon's going to say that Lady Gaga's real name is Stefani Joanne Angelina Germanata? Yeah,
I love watching you struggle with it.
JL, you got Italian in you. Help me out here.
Germanata? I don't know.
All right. Well,
you.
Simon went with Lady Gaga here, and he's correct. It's Lady Gaga's actual name. Great job, Simon.
Got it.
That's going to give you
I'm pretty sure
points.
Lord's actual name is Lord, right? Birth given, one name. So that one I could just cross out right
absolutely.
away. Yeah.
No, they all have different names, actually. Obviously. Well, I don't know. Rihanna it was pretty similar. I forget her actual name. But Simon, good job on that one. That's going to give you the lead here. You are in the lead right now after our first round, and you are going to get to pick James's next category. We also had some great people guessing in the chat. J-Wall getting it right. Kaysen get it right. Scott Fish getting it right. Scott.
Other Scott
again.
Jay, got. Sorry, I was just blanking there. But yeah, so great job there. And then Sean did go with Lord, but that was kind of a tougher one. I don't know if I would have gotten that one right.
By the way, I put a poll in the chat when we started the show. Who's going to win Fantasy Football Jeopardy? James won this with 66%. I came in second with 25%. Simon bringing up the rear with 8%.
That's okay. I operate better as an underdog. And now
I think the chat's giving me too much credit, man.
Hey, you got your first question right. So like,
James, I'll tell you why. It's because they watch us every day. So no matter who the third person who comes in is, they know
like,
what to expect from us. Yeah, it's not them.
Go.
James, you have a category you want to go to? Because they're all pretty much open right now.
Nah, man, just I'm down for whatever.
Let's check out the new category, Battle for the North. I'm curious, but you get to pick your dollar amount over there.
Battle for the North. I will hit the $100 Battle for the North question.
$100 Battle for the North. James, which team in the AFC North and the NFC North had the most amount of wins during the regular season? And I gave you the divisions here. The AFC North contains the Bengals, Steelers, Browns, and Ravens, and the NFC North has the Packers, Vikings, Bears, and Lions. Which team had the best record or most wins?
NFC North, that's a obvious Packers, and the AFC North, I would assume it's the Bengals.
You actually only have to give the one team with the most wins out of all both of these
out of all of those. Well,
I know the question was not phrased well for that. So just which team?
It's the Packers.
All right, you're going with the Packers. He's saying the Green Bay Packers are the team with the most wins out of all these teams. You are absolutely correct. By far the most wins, 13-4. Good job on that one, James.
Well done.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I see, I think this question was worded a little bit poorly for some people. Some people were just guessing AFC or NFC here. You actually had to pick the team that had the most wins. But we had Saul Lee go with Packers. We had Thomas go with Packers. Sean go with Packers. It seemed like people knew it was Packers here. Oh, we had Bengals, Packers, but Packers.
There you go.
Great job, James.
I will go with a digit decision.
Decision for JL. Right. We are going to cover every category here. JL.
Let's go with 200.
I was hoping you go to 300 just because it would be like a even like a
It would
pattern.
be a nice pattern. Yeah,
yeah. But
Screw
digit
your
decision
pattern,
for 200. Let's see what you got here. Jonathan Taylor's 2021 season rushing touchdowns. Which one is correct?
18.
You're gonna go with 18?
Yeah.
JL thinks that 18 is the correct number here, and it is 18 rushing touchdowns. Good job,
easy
JL.
one.
Good
that was
job.
an easy 200.
Oh, yeah. All right, JL, you get to pick Simon's next category.
All right.
And then everyone in the chat got this one right.
Let's send Simon to Statistic Synthesis.
Statistic Synthesis.
Here's my thought process on this one. I'm bad at these, like very bad. So, like, there's a good chance I miss every single one of these. I'm not gonna pick. Like, you would think I should pick the 100 because I'm bad at these, but I don't want to look that stupid. Yeah. So I'm gonna pick the 500. That way, I have an excuse when I miss it. Give me 500.
Scott's 24 was close on that last one. I'm sorry, you were wrong, Scott. You're gonna go with what was it? 500.
500.
All right, let's see what happens. I want you to put these three in order of receiving yards, starting with the largest. We have just Justin Jefferson's receiving yards. We have Jacoby Myers plus Amari Cooper's receiving yards. And we have Austin Eckler's plus Mark Andrews' receiving yards. Put these in order, 1 through 3.
Okay. Doing some quick napkin math right here. Oh, that was too low. Plus.
Yeah, this is a tough one. $500 question, though, guys. I'm not going easy on you today. I'm coming for
like I've got a good bead on this one.
All right, good.
Man, I think I'm gonna go Eckler, Andrews first.
I think
Jefferson second, Myers, Cooper third is where I'm going. But those last two, I'm so close on those last two.
Eckler, Andrews, Myers, Cooper, Jefferson.
Nope. Eckler, Andrews, Jefferson, Myers, Cooper.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So you're going to go Eckler, Andrews, Jefferson, Myers, Cooper.
Yeah, final answer.
All right, perfect. Well, it looks like a lot of people in the chat are agreeing with you, and they are giving that same answer. I do see a couple where it's Eckler, then Myers-Cooper, then Justin Jefferson. Let's see what the actual answer is. What? You were wrong, Simon. I am sorry. I am sorry.
Oh.
So, James, it seemed like up there you were pretty confident with Austin Eckler and Mark Andrews at number 1, right?
Yeah. And the Myers-Cooper second. Myers very quietly actually had a pretty solid season. Obviously did not catch touchdowns, which is his deal. He doesn't catch touchdowns, but from a yardage perspective, receiving perspective, he was actually decent. So and I know Justin Jefferson had a great season. But it's not like Amari Cooper was bad, and I know Myers was actually decent. So I kind of sort of figured, and by the way, Mark Andrews, oh my goodness, just an absolute beast of a human being. So yeah, that one was the giveaway there. But yeah, I kind of figured it was the Eckler, Myers, and then Jefferson there.
To your point, I mean, of Jacoby Myers having a good season, 1 more yard than Amari Cooper. I know he played in more games and everything, but Amari Cooper, right?
It was the Myers number that threw me off. I had him about 250 yards lower in my pocket math that threw this one off.
Had some people get it right. Sean, good job. Mr. Scampers, great job. Thomas, great job. Let's go.
Man, those $500 questions are so hard. I can't believe I missed that. But at least it was a 500.
It's just because it was 500.
I would have killed it if it was a 100, without a doubt.
All right. After 2 rounds, Simon, you still have the lead, though. 300, 200 for JL, 200 for James. We have a very close game here, guys, and we're going to James next. And yeah, we shouted out Sean there. Good job, Sean. James, the board's open to you. Simon didn't get his last one right.
Oh, cool. I will go horseshoes and hand grenades for 200.
All right, horseshoes and hand grenades for 200. I'm seeing a theme here. James has picked his category twice, and he picked horseshoes and hand grenades both times. So let's see where this goes. James, within 10 touchdowns, tell me how many passing touchdowns Matt Ryan had this season. And just a little hint here, Tom Brady led the league with 43 passing touchdowns.
Hold on. Sorry, I have to answer this text. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Take your time. Take your time.
It's Matt Ryan
meanwhile,
himself texting.
Solly here in the chat, just giving some great information. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks.
Don't forget.
Okay, not just don't forget.
Like and subscribe, baby.
Don't forget to hit it.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, I'm back. Within 10 touchdowns.
Yes.
How many passing touchdowns Matt Ryan had this season? Tom Brady led the league with 43. Okay, within 10. That's a pretty wide berth. I'm going to say Matt Ryan had 20. Within 10? Okay, I'm going to say he had 30.
You're going to say he had 30 touchdowns.
Within 10, yes, absolutely.
Good line, yeah.
All right, well, I asked you within 10 touchdowns to tell me how many passing touchdowns Matt Ryan had this season, and James, this was a close one. He had 20 passing touchdowns.
Oh, my God.
Snuck in there.
James was up there like, I am certain he was not in the teens. I am absolutely certain. So, but you really stretched it here. But to be honest with you, 20. Everyone in the chat, no one was really close. It doesn't seem like people really realized quite how low he was in passing touchdowns. Z2 saying 26. That was the lowest anyone in the chat guessed.
Yeah, Thomas,
you know what? I was going to actually guess 26. That was going to be my original guess. But then I was like, within 10, it's like, just exactly. let me game this thing real quick. But yeah, no, my guess was actually 26. Oh my gosh, 20 passing touchdowns is nothing.
I know, that's right?
So low.
And Sully in here hitting the point I was thinking, like it makes sense. Who the hell caught him?
Pitts only had one. Calvin Ridley barely played. Exactly.
Wow. I guess it checks out.
Yeah. Cordell Patterson got them all.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. 20 is crazy low.
I know. Especially when you look at his yards compared to how many yards he had. But that's actually Matt Ryan. That's kind of like Matt Ryan's career. He's always been a little bit lower on the passing touchdowns numbers and a lot higher on the yardage numbers. And you can see that with Julio Jones stats up across his career as well.
Yep.
All right, James, that's going to put you in the lead, and you get to pick JL's category.
Ooh, yeah. Let's go with grab bag.
Ooh, all right. Let's go with
grab bag.
Let's go with 200. I suck at these usually.
Wimp.
Grab bag for 200. JL, let's see. What's your question? What are the two main elements found in water? Is it carbon and calcium, sodium and potassium, hydrogen and oxygen? JL, what's the answer?
It's hydrogen and oxygen. Josh, get out of here.
Oh yeah, it's hydrogen and oxygen. That was a pretty easy one. I don't want to give anything away. I was gonna say something, but fair enough. Maybe it would give something away. So I digress. Good job on that one, JL. Hydrogen and oxygen.
Josh has secrets about water or about hydrogen that he's not sharing with us.
H2O, hydrogen and oxygen.
Did you guys ever have teachers do
question.
that thing in did you guys ever have like a science teacher do that thing in school where they gave you an article about the dangers of dihydrogen monoxide, then asked you like if you wanted to ban it? Did you guys ever have a teacher that was like, it kills this many people a year?
I did. My teacher did that to us, and he like asked us to raise our hand if you think we should get rid of the substance, and pretty much everyone in the class raised their hand.
Come on, scams.
All right. Good job, JL. You get to pick Simon's category.
All right, Simon is gonna go to Battle for the North.
Battle for the North. Simon.
Let's go 300.
All right, Simon. Which division had the most total wins? The AFC North or the NFC North?
That's an interesting question. I am going to go with the AFC North.
You think the AFC North had more total wins than the NFC North?
Yeah, all of these teams were in the playoff hunt towards the end of the season.
That they were. And the AFC North is the correct answer. They had 35 total wins compared to the NFC North's 30 total wins. And everyone in the chat got it right. Shout out to you, Mark, Thomas, Sean, Ra, Asali, Mr. Scampers, Kaysen, Z2, Scott, Albert.
Everybody
got that one right. Everybody knows the AFC North's the dominant North Division, right, guys? Simon, that's going to put you back in the lead. 600 for you, 400 for JL, 400 James. Still anyone's game, and you get to pick James' category next.
James, let's do a grab bag.
Ooh, I'm going to go grab bag for. Let's go grab bag for 400.
Ooh, all right,
big one.
Let's see what happens, James.
No whammies.
Put these countries in order, starting with the largest population.
This is so much harder than the water question.
Germany, yeah, this is 400. That was 200. Germany, Mexico, and Pakistan. Once you put them in order, starting with the country with the largest population.
See, I was going to say Pakistan last, right? But I feel like this like a trick question because like India's got like the second largest population in the world, right, next to China. So, okay, I'm talking myself right off of this one. Okay, and then Mexico City is one of the largest cities in the world, population and landmass wise. Oh my gosh, wow, I'm really talking myself out of this thing.
I have no idea. I have zero idea.
I have a guess.
I am going to go. Oh my
gosh. Go ahead.
I am going to go with Mexico, Germany. Well, hold on. I am going to go with Mexico, Germany, Pakistan. That's what I'm going to go
Mexico, Germany, and Pakistan in that order?
Yes.
I had written down
Germany, Pakistan.
I swapped to Germany and Pakistan, but was not confident.
I'm not confident at all.
Well, I'll be honest with you guys. The chat is not confident either. They are all over the place on this one. There's some right answers out there. Don't get me wrong, but they are all over the place. Well, the country with the largest population is actually Pakistan. And then, and then Germany.
This is the list I had.
It is.
I didn't say it, but it is in my head. Yeah.
James, my thought process was in line with you. I was like, well, Mexico City's like the largest city in the Western Hemisphere, period. Like, I'm sure they've got other mega cities in Mexico. That's probably number one. But we were fooled.
So Pakistan.
Yeah, see, I thought Pakistan didn't have that many, but then I was thinking like, okay, so it's like,
India connection was good.
The Indian connection, right? So I'm thinking, all right, it's right there, but then Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, anyone who knows me knows that I absolutely suck at geography. I was like trying to picture like what the hell does Pakistan look like?
I don't
Like a
even
dino-
know.
It
Yeah.
looks like a dinosaur. It's got like an open mouth. It's like a Barney shaped country.
Well, James,
there
you
go.
and Z2 both. He said, I failed geography, not even going to try. Mark got it correct here. Good job to you, Mark. Sully got it correct as well. Great job, Sully.
There you
Nice
go.
job, Sully.
That's good.
But just to let everyone know, the numbers correlate to their ranking. So Pakistan's the 5th largest population, Mexico 10th largest, and Germany 19th largest. All right. Well, that one was a little tough. Sorry about that. But hey, it is what it is. It's the Jeopardy board, guys. JL?
I will immediately forget that information by tomorrow.
I bet Pakistan having a large population sticks with you a little bit.
Maybe.
I bet it
Oh,
does.
so I finally get to pick my category, right?
Yeah, you do. Because James got every other question right so far up until to this point.
All right. I'll go with let's go with oh god, I hate this. Digit decision for 300.
All right. Digit decision for 300. JL. Mike Evans' 2021 season receiving touchdowns. Is it 10, 14, or 17?
I'm gonna go with 10, 14, or 17. God, I'll go with 14.
You're going to go with 14?
Yeah.
So JL thinks that Mike Evans had 14 receiving touchdowns last season. Well, is that correct? It is. He had 14 receiving touchdowns. That's what I'm talking about. And guys,
I did not know.
There's some different answers in the chat here. Albert got it right. Sully got it right. And Scott got it right. But then there was
Very nice.
Right. It seemed it was between 10 and 14 for most people here.
17
So
did
great
seem a
job,
little
Jeff.
high.
Yeah. So actually, I think it was kind of split between 10 and 14. I think the same number of people did each. Yeah. All right, JL, you get to pick Simon's category next.
All right, let's send Simon to
Sorry, Scott. Sorry.
statistics. You
got this.
Synthesis.
Yeah.
Synthesis. Got it.
Statistic
Nailed it. First try.
synthesis.
Got it.
200.
All right. Simon, passing yards. Matt Ryan plus Mac Jones or Justin Herbert?
That has to be Matt Ryan. Like, I know Justin Herbert had a ton. He was one of like him and Tom Brady, I think, were the only quarterbacks in the league that threw more than 30 times in every game. Like, that's. But two quarterbacks that started the whole. I have to go the package, Matt Ryan and Mac Jones, but I'm not wildly confident.
Simon's going to say that Matt Ryan and Mac Jones had combined for more passing yards than Justin Herbert. And that is correct.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Like, there's no world where it's not, right? Like, I knew Justin Herbert was first, but I was like, there's no way that it couldn't be those two guys.
So, I think you broke this down perfectly. Justin Herbert was number 2 in terms of passing yards behind Tom Brady. But yeah, two guys that played every game. They're gonna throw more passing yards than one guy.
Yeah. And now
Lots
I get to
of
send
people check out that
James to his next category. Which category have we seen the least? Let's do some digit decision.
Oh yeah.
Digit decision for James. Where would you like to go?
Decision. I'm gonna try to clear out the $100 ones over here. So I'll go digit decision for a hundo.
Fair enough. Tom Brady's 2021 season passing touchdowns.
That would be 43.
43, and there was a
Well
little bit
done.
of hint earlier in this game, but great job, James. This is how the game's played. You use those hints, you use your knowledge from past
Yeah,
resources, and you get there. That's what I'm talking about. 43.
Well done.
All right.
and
I
you
will
get
go
James'
with I will go for grab bag.
All right.
Yeah, I
take,
know, guys. I know.
I'll take 500.
The big one.
Grab bag, it was.
Yep.
Grab bag.
Grab
Yeah.
bag for
mhm.
500. JL.
The big one.
I'm glad you got this one. I want you to put these players in order, starting with the player that ran the fastest 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine. You have David Montgomery, you have Jonathan Taylor, you have Derrick Henry, and you have Ezekiel Elliott.
I don't know, man. I'll go with Zeke.
Yeah, put these players in order.
Oh, I'll still go with
Starting
Zeke.
with the player that ran
I'll
the
still go
fastest
with
40-yard dash.
Oh my god! Now I have to put them in order. All right, I'll go. I'll go Zeke. I'll go Zeke, JT, Henry Montgomery.
You're gonna go with Zeke, JT, Henry Montgomery.
Yeah.
I would say Taylor's one. I know Taylor ran like a 4.3 or something.
You're probably right.
If you only switched Zeke and Jonathan Taylor, you would
No!
have been correct, JL. You would have been correct. You would have been correct. And some people were put in the same order as you. And look at Solly. Oh no, Solly, you didn't get it. I thought you got it right at first. Did anyone get it right? No one got it right. No one got it right. No one got it right. Thomas got it close. But
this one hurts my soul because I love 40 times and I knew JT was right there, sub 4.4. And I knew David Montgomery was slow as all get out. So
you just had to get the population question instead of the 40 times.
I know. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Sorry.
I got to figure out how many people live in Pakistan. Come on, dude. Golly.
Man, but yeah, seriously, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guesses in the chat. No one got it right.
Wow.
So, JL, don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad.
I mean, but still kind of bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was horrible. But, don't feel bad about it.
And
Simon,
let's close out the category. Grab bag for 100.
Fair enough. In a website browser address bar, what does www stand for? Wonderful Weird World, While We Wait, World Wide Web, or Withholding Worker Wages?
Wow.
Man, this is a tough one.
I know.
Do I get a phone a friend? I'll go with going out on a limb here. World Wide Web.
Yeah. I wanted to make that one easy. That's also why the $200 question was like so incredibly easy. I just wanted to make those two just super easy. Like, two super easy ones, a relatively normal one, and then two pretty difficult ones.
And Jesus, Josh, were you drunk when you wrote this question?
I kind of envisioned that one more or less like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like the first question they ask you, it's like,
yep.
Like. All right, Simon, you could pick James' next category.
Let's go with horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, James.
Horseshoes and hand grenades. I'll go for 300. Sure.
All right. Within 150 yards, tell me how many rushing yards AJ Dillon had this season. Jonathan Taylor led the league with 1,811 rushing yards.
This one's going to be tough for me. Rushing yards, AJ Dillon. I can say with confidence, somewhat confidence, that he did not crack 1,000. And I want to say he had just off the dome, I want to say he had 875. So I will go with 875.
All right, off the dome, you thought it was 875, and that's what you're going to end up going with? Well, was it within 150 rushing yards of his actual total? It was. It was, James.
Nice.
He had 803 rushing yards. There we go. Scott also went with 875. Sully was the closest with 850. Sean going with 900. I'm sorry, you were not within it there. Albert 975 was
just outside.
Just outside, Albert. Just outside. Great job there, James. Let's go.
Nice. Beautiful. All right. Puts me back in contention too. That's exciting. Let me go with Statistic Synthesis.
No.
All right, perfect. And it does put you back in contention or just closer to everyone's score. But however, with Final Jeopardy, this is still
that's true.
Anyone
Jeopardy,
can win this.
Yep.
JL, 100 or 400?
400.
All right, JL. Receptions, Melvin Gordon plus Evan Ingram plus Julio Jones or Devontae Adams?
Devontae Adams.
You're going to go with Devontae Adams over Melvin Gordon's receptions, Evan Ingram's, and Julio Jones. Let's see if he's correct. He is. Devontae
Nice
Adams
job.
had 123
There's
receptions.
no way that adds up.
Melvin
there's
Gordon
no
had
way.
28, Julio Jones 31, and Evan Ingram 46. Good job, JL.
Let's
Good job.
go.
It's going to give you a nice lead here. And you get to pick Simon's category.
All right.
And then people in the chat, Sean went with Adams. Sully went with Adams. Mr. Scampers went with Adams. Sorry, Scott.
All right. Let's keep Simon in this category. Statistic Synthesis.
I
Smart
figured
guy.
you would stick me with the
Gamesmanship.
$100 one.
Yep. All right,
Gamesmanship.
Simon.
Love it.
Rushing touchdowns. James Conner plus Damian Harris or Joe Mixon?
James Conner plus Damian Harris.
Yeah, let's just move on. They both had more than Joe Mixon.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah, it was. And you get to pick James' next category, Simon.
Let's go to Battle for the North.
Battle for
the North. I will go with 400.
All right. Let's see how it happens. Let's go. Jay, well, you're saying combo always, but it wasn't last time.
Wrong.
That's right. That's right.
I'm sorry, you said 400, right, James?
400. Yeah.
Let's go.
To take the lead. Let's go.
Which team in the AFC North and the NFC North had the most points during the regular season? And this is phrased poorly again. I just need one team. One team that had the most points scored as an NFL team.
Points per game during the regular season.
Points per game.
Points.
So their
most
team
points
scored.
per
You
game.
take the average of their team score
Right.
every game. Yep.
Only
need one though. There's one answer here. There's one. You do not have to pick.
I'm actually torn on this.
So it'd be the same as total points, right? They all
Yeah,
play
same
the
as
same.
total points.
It should be.
The order would be the same. The number will just be much lower, divided by approximately 17.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say Packers, although I am torn on the Vikings there. But I will say Packers.
All right, James, you're going to say that the Packers scored the most points per game during the regular season last year. And I'm sorry, James, it's actually the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals. 27
I'm shocked, dude. I got to say, I am absolutely shocked by that one.
Yeah.
That is wild. I would not have picked the Bengals.
Yeah,
Me neither.
The Bengals.
I mean, you look at the AFC
wouldn't
North
either.
and you look at the Steelers, you look at the Browns and I mean, like this is the black and blue division, you know. So I was kind of sort of discounting everyone in the AFC North, to be honest with you.
However, not the Ravens this past last year, just because of injuries. Really, I'm a Ravens fan.
Oh yeah,
you know, it hurt. And got some great guesses there in the chat.
Wow,
Phil Albert, yeah,
Lots of people. Yep.
there you go.
But it seems like it was really widely spread between Bengals and Packers. And then Sean also went with the Vikings. So, it seems like those were the three teams that people were thinking about here. So, JL, the board is open to you. Where would you like to go?
All right. Let's go to horseshoes and hand grenades for 400.
All right, JL. Within 20 receptions, tell me how many receptions Zach Ertz plus Terry McLaurin had this season.
Zach Ertz plus Terry McLaurin.
This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
This is really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Within 20? Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
The problem for me is Zach Ertz. I have no goddamn idea how many receptions Zach Ertz had.
All right. I'll go with I don't even know how much Terry McLaurin had, to be honest. I'll go with 150.
He is going to
That
go
seems
with
high.
150. 150, locking that in?
Yeah.
That's
All right. JL thinks that Zach Ertz plus Terry McLaurin had 150 receptions. He's got to be within 20. Let's see if he's correct. JL.
Whoa.
Wow.
JL.
What?
Wow.
JL
very
just needed
close.
a window of one. Forget your
Oh my
20. You
gosh.
gave him 19 extra spaces, Josh.
That's
JL, you-
impressive.
Believe it or not,
Zach
you were the
Ertz had
closest out of everyone in the
74
chat.
receptions. That's madness.
That was a guess. That
James,
was a
I've been
total
tricked.
Freaking guess.
I've been tricked on this show by Zach Ertz receptions multiple times, and it would have gotten me again here. Like, I
Wow.
forget just how much his volume upticked whenever he went to Arizona.
I think
Yeah,
he had
yeah,
the
he went
fourth or
crazy.
fifth most catches out of all tight ends.
It's nuts. Yeah.
I could bet that
Dude,
real fast.
74 is outrageous. Oh my
That's
gosh.
just
I did
about the
not
same
realize he
amount
had
as
that many.
McLaurin.
He had
That's
the
wild.
fourth
Yeah,
most catches out of all tight ends.
McLaurin I had in at around 80. And then Ertz I thought maybe like, I don't know, like 55. You know?
Yeah.
74.
I would have
Good
put you
Lord.
probably within 20, though.
Good golly.
Probably.
My goodness.
All right. Well, great job there, JL. Great job. I didn't remember the exact number, but I knew it was like very close to one. I knew you were right.
It
But I was
happens like once a year. We have.
was it
I'll have,
150?
like, a guess like that.
I was thinking it could have been actually right on for a second there. But
That's
great
wild.
job, JL. You get to pick Simon's category.
Wow.
All right, Simon. Where do you want to go?
Wherever you're sending me. Not Battle for the North.
Battle for the North. It is.
Oh my gosh, you monster. I thought you were being nice. Well, give me the 500.
All right. Which team in the AFC North and the NFC North had the least yards per game during the regular season? And there's only one team you need to choose. I know these are phrased poorly. But
It's a $500 question, which makes me think it's not like the obvious one, the team that did the absolute worst. Yeah, there were some pretty bad offenses in this bunch.
There were.
Man, this is tough. I'll go with the. I like every fiber of my being wants to say Lions, but I feel like it's a trick and it's not Lions because it's 500. I'll go with the Bears.
That's a good guess. I was going to guess Bears too.
he's going to go with Bears. James would have gone with Bears. I think I see every single
Bears,
person in the chat said Bears except for Thomas, who said Lions. There's another Bears coming into the chat.
Oh,
Well,
that makes
guys,
Lions lost a
Might be a
couple
little
high-scoring games.
surprised here.
The Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
They were one of the options. I just thought, I feel like they had enough games where I remembered like Najee going wild or something like that, but I guess I was wrong.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one. That was a really tough one. That was a really tough one, Simon.
Wow.
I'm sorry about that. And let's bang out these questions here. James,
We can probably do one more round.
Yeah. James, where would you like to go? Last round.
I'm gonna go horseshoes and hand grenades for 500.
All right, perfect, James. Within 150 yards, tell me how many reception yards Daryl Williams plus George Kittle had this season. I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
Say 150, James.
Take a
We're
deep breath.
free.
Take a
How
deep
many
breath, James.
receiving yards did Daryl Williams have, dude?
I know.
What?
At least
So
5.
random. Oh my gosh. Wow, this one's tough. Oh my God. Okay, within 150 yards. Okay. What did Daryl Williams have? All right, so let's try to guess this one here. Because I think Kittle had like, I want to say Kittle had like close to 900. And then Daryl Williams, he had a pass catcher role for a bit, right? So maybe he goes for like 200. So like oh my gosh, I'll go with 1150. I'll go with 1150.
I like that guess.
He's gonna go with 1150.
I would have done this. 150 times 10.
I think I'm under.
All
I don't know
right.
I don't know what the hell Daryl Williams. I have no idea.
Well, guys, Daryl Williams had the 5th most receiving yards out of all running backs.
Oh no, I'm way under.
1,362 when
Is
you
that what
combine
they-
it all.
Oh,
and that's
no,
going to be
it is
outside
not.
of your range.
I was actually
200.
relatively close.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
You were pretty close. I mean, you knew George
Golly.
Kittle spot on. I knew it was going to be tough because of Daryl Williams, but
I had
Daryl Williams,
no
had
idea.
452 receiving yards. He really had a
Wow.
pass catching role.
Oh my
Mark.
gosh,
Wow,
I
good
had
guess,
no
Mark.
idea.
Mark in there. Does that count? Yeah. And then Sully, I believe,
Sully
as
would
well.
have been.
Sully and my strategy would have worked here.
And out of all the people that guess in the chat, James, you would have the 3rd highest guess, actually. So everyone
yeah?
was kind of shooting
Very
for the
close.
under here. Yeah.
Oh man, I was just outside.
Look at
Oh
this.
well,
Daryl
that's
Williams
okay.
had almost as many receiving yards as Kenny Galladay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Giants
JL,
fans
where would you
always
like to
come-
go here?
All right, I'll go digit decision for 400.
All right, JL. Travis Kelce's
and a dominant
2021
lead.
season receptions: 81, 92, 103, 112.
Miss it.
Okay. I'm gonna go with 103.
He's going to go with 103. He thinks Travis Kelce had 103 receptions. It's 92, guys. It's
But-
92. It's 92.
Yes. Still anybody's
92.
game. If he would have gotten that,
Simon.
James, we would have been in trouble. It would have been a runaway.
Big
In
trouble.
trouble.
Yep.
Now, do I just want to build my lead? You know what? Let's get that other 500 out of here. Let's go digit decision
All right,
for
look at
500.
Jalen Hurts 2021 season total touchdowns. Total touchdowns, rushing and passing. 16, 21, 26, 31, or 36.
Let's go 31.
Simon thinks the answer is 31. He thinks Jalen Hurts had 31 total touchdowns last season. I'm sorry. It was 26, Simon.
Yes.
Between those two, I think I
Aha.
overestimated his passing touchdown.
26. And just showed this last one. We're not going to answer it, but which team in the AFC North had the least amount of wins during the regular season? It's the Lions, guys. You know this. We know this.
We knew that one.
There you go.
All right. So, guys, we're heading on to Final Jeopardy here. James, you have 800, JL 1500, Simon 1000. We are going to write down wagers before we ask the question, but I will tell you the category for the question is 2021 player stats.
2021 player stats. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're going to write down right now the amount you would like to wager on your Final Jeopardy question. Do. It's my own little Jeopardy song.
Okay, I have my wager.
All right, me too.
Beautiful. That's what I like to hear.
All right.
Everyone's got their wager down?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So why don't you guys just all show it at the same time? 150, 501, and James, what do we got here?
I'm all in.
All in. I like it, James.
In.
And then, I'm sorry, so it was 150 from Simon?
Yep. I'm
And
going with
then-
JL's strategy.
JL was 500?
Good strategy. I was 501.
Oh, 501. Perfect.
Just enough to
All
make
right.
me win if I bet 0 and he missed it. The perfect strategy.
All right. You guys ready for the question?
Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
I want you guys to name the player with the following stats during the 2021 season. This person had 719 rushing yards, 337 receiving yards, and 2 total touchdowns. Is this person James Robinson, Myles Gaskin, or Tony Pollard?
719.
Please get out of the chat, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 719.
Out of the chat.
You picked some good names to put down there for these.
Right?
This one's tough.
I'm not confident, but I have an answer.
I'm not confident either.
I have logic, but I don't know if it makes sense.
I'm ready.
You got
I'm ready.
got something written down?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Well, the question for you guys was name the player with the following stat line during the 2021 season: 719 rushing yards, 337 receiving yards, and 2 total touchdowns. Was it James Robinson, Myles Gaskin, or Tony Pollard? Show me your answers. Tony Pollard, Myles Gaskin. So we have 2 Myles Gaskins. We have 2 Tony Pollard. I mean, 1 Tony Pollard from JL. So
Two
what this
Tony
comes
Pollard.
down to is it's simple, guys.
I can't win.
If it's Myles Gaskin, Simon can't win. If it's Myles Gaskin, James wins. If it's Tony Pollard, JL wins. If it's
No one.
if it's James Robinson, JL wins. Well,
I like those odds.
there were some guesses in the chat, guys. Scott going with James Robinson.
Don't like that.
Mark going with Tony Pollard.
Like that.
Solly going with J-Rub.
Mhm.
Sean going with Gaskin. J-Wall going with Pollard. Thomas
no.
going with Pollard.
Mm.
Mr. Scamper's going with Gaskin. Jay going with James Robinson. And Albert going with Pollard.
Oh, I got Albert on my side. Nothing
Yeah,
can take
Albert's the man. That makes me nervous seeing that he put that answer.
Well, the correct answer, the person with this stat line during the
can't win.
2021 season was Tony Pollard. Good
you
job.
down.
Good job, Dale. Good job, Dale.
Oh,
The easiest
Tony
way to figure this
Pollard.
out, because really, realistically, their rushing and receiving yards were all kind of similar. Was the touchdowns, but James Robinson had like 8 rushing touchdowns, and I think 1 or 2 receiving, and then Myles Gaskin had 4 rushing touchdowns and I think 3 receiving touchdowns. So
that was the touchdowns was what was throwing me off with Gaskin. I felt like I remember having more, but he made the most sense to me right there.
Yeah.
JL, nice win today, I guess.
win.
Good job
Thank you.
getting that
Good
W.
Good job, Dale. Good game.
Yeah.
But James, thank you so much for coming on with us
All
today,
good.
guys. Guys, if you do not already follow James on Twitter, go and follow him right now at James D. Co. And make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel at James D. Co. as well. James, for real, it's always a pleasure streaming with you, man. Thank you for coming back and playing some games with us.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Anytime.
Anytime. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for coming on. Guys, that is going to be it for us this afternoon. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time for some more fantasy football game show fun. So make sure to tune in then. Until then, adios, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. Tree-based fantasy fun. Let's go.